Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at the demo version of a game called Monster Battles, and this is a backpack management style creature auto-battler where you will collect, combine, and strategize with your team of monsters in PvP combat. Now you want to pay close attention to synergies within your team, and some monsters can even fuse or evolve, which is super cool. Now there is a free demo available right now on Steam, link in the video description below. Otherwise, the slated release date is simply 2025 for this title. So we're going to hop on into a brand new run here. Smash the like button if you're liking the content here on the channel. Become a subscriber if you are new here. Now thank you so much for spending some time on the channel today. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so we do have a few different game modes available to us. The adventure mode is where you're going to learn how to play the game. I'm fresh off the tutorial. We also have casual mode and ranked mode. So this is the PvP modes. Now I think that's kind of the angle that this game is taking. I do think casual mode is probably the best way to represent this game to you. So we're going to be doing casual mode here today. So let's click on it. Now we get to choose our class. So we do have the Miracle Explorer. We have the Meow Nubis. Okay, and we also have the Witch Apprentice. So pay attention to the landscape that you have to start with, and of course your starting creature as well. So the Spirit Cat here for the Witch with the Hat Trick special. So every time you purchase 3 monsters, the third monster gains +1 attack and +1 health. And this effect is upgraded. And we have the Meow Nubis. Every time 3 of your monsters with Death Rattle die gain 1 gold. Gold is used to purchase land and monsters. And then we have the Miracle Explorer. Found it at the start of round 5. Choose and gain a relic. Starts with the Golden Beetle and a plot of land that's 2x2. I think I'm okay with this. And then as far as our races go, so we definitely want to pay attention to the races of the monsters that we're kind of targeting, right? Because there's synergies that are built within each race. So we have the dragons. We also have the undead, the goblins, and the beasts. I think maybe a dragon deck kind of sounds fun. So we can do dragon. We can also diversify a little bit further if we like. But I think I'm going to just stick with dragons. I mean, maybe we could go like beast or... yeah, let's do like a dragon goblin. Let's do that. Because it's going to be randomized anyways. And there's going to be a lot of variety anyways because these are locked at random. But let's hop on in. Let's go. Alright, so this is the world of Monster Battles here. And essentially what we're doing is we have our gold counter right here. So we have 6 gold. And of course, purchasing units into your team does cost gold. You can choose to keep them if you like by locking them up. You can reroll right here. This is our life points. So as we do combat versus other players, so basically the teams of other players is who we're going to be combating against. And as we do combat and lose, we will lose some health. Once it gets to 0, of course, you're finished. And then up here, this is your wins, so this attributes to your score. And then down here is where we're going to collect our relics. And of course, we have our special skill. So we have the Golden Beetle. What do we know about the Golden Beetle? Well, growth is going to gain 1 gold. So trigger some effects when entering the shop phase each turn. So it essentially just generates income for me, which is just fine. But if we're going to be doing a dragon deck, it looks like we do have a dragon available to us right here, the Red Drake. Deal damage equal to 1 times the number of dragon monsters on your side to a random enemy. So he's going to shoot a little fireball. He does cost 4. I mean, I think it's a fine opening purchase. Let's do it, and let's lock up this guy right here, the Dull Dragon, which we can get on the field next. So let's go on into a fight. And how about that? Just 1 simple Golden Beetle. We take that out without problem. And now we get back into our team drafting, and yes, you will also get land. So we can add land, and you definitely want to do it because you're going to need a lot of space. Right, like team management, space management is big in this game. So we have the Desiccated Field. And as you can see, we can add a bunch of land and really make a nice expanse, right? So let's go ahead and add this 4x4, or excuse me, 2x2 block. Let's just throw it right here. And let's add the Dull Dragon as well. So this guy is special in that each time he takes damage, it's going to permanently gain +1 attack. So his stats will snowball, of course, which is great. Definitely what you want to see. And I do like the sprite work in this game, right? Like, look at this cool Death Knight, right? That's a cool looking sprite. We also have a colorful parrot. Now, it is a beast. I think we're going to try to focus on dragons in this particular one, but, you know, all kinds of different units to use. Goblin Warrior here for each goblin race monster at the star position. Gain +1 attack, +1 health. And, of course, the star position is right around the goblin there. North, south, east, west. But either way, we're looking good. We have basically no more cash, so let's go ahead and get on into another battle. Let's go. And the way the fights actually work is they will... so your opposition will target the topmost unit, I do believe, or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of random. I don't fully understand exactly the way the targeting works, but we'll eventually get skills like taunt and things of the like that can help us kind of shape that. But we have another dull dragon that's at it. That's going to make the red drake's skill even stronger. And now we have 6 gold. I mean, do I re-roll this? Can maybe re-roll it. Let's re-roll it once. All right, some more land. Excellent. Grass field. Summon effect of monster on this field grants +3 attack and +3 health. That is quite nice. We'll definitely add in the grass field. And then we also have the Goblin Thief. And what you want to notice here about the Goblin Thief is you see this dotted line from the Golden Beetle to the Goblin Thief. That means these two actually do merge together. Now, the combination, until you play around and figure out the combination, it's unknown. But what you have to detail from this is that these two units do merge together in some way, shape, or form. So I do think it's probably a good idea to add the Goblin Thief. Let's go ahead and lock him up and get back out there to another fight. Shine this monster. Let's see. So, summon effect. So when we summon a monster on this tile, let's see what it looks like if we do this. And let's go. Alright, so they're not gaining attack. Okay, so I have to probably purchase a monster and bring him onto the field. Looks like we're gonna draw here. Because what happens is, when you attack, right, there's an immediate counter attack. So, if you're attacking a unit that has 2 attack and you have 2 health left, you know, you're going to die, essentially. But that's okay. Got out of there with the draw. Still haven't lost any light points, which is great. Who do we have here? The Slave Goblin. Okay, I don't really like the idea of going with a Goblin deck, but I do like the idea of going with the Goblin Thief because he merges with this Golden Beetle. So let's definitely add him. And as you can see here, so Golden Thief is the merge monster that we're going to get. So the Golden Thief, right? 2 of 3. So we have 2 of the 3 requirements. So I think what we probably have to do is add another Golden Beetle, but again, it doesn't make it super clear for you. Okay, so these guys did get their attack buffed, or maybe that's just their natural. Yeah, I think we'll have to bring onto the field from the shop onto this grass field. Summon effects of monster on this field, yeah. So we'll figure that out. But let's stay the course. Let's go with something like this. We have 7 coins. I think we can re-roll this. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a purple drake. Other dragon race monsters on the field that gain attack will also gain +1 health. Quite nice. We also have the elegant white dragon, taunt and death rattle. Make 1 random monster in the star position gain the attack of this monster. So taunt, this monster is prioritized as a target when in the front row. Death rattle, this monster triggers some effects upon death. Okay. So it looks like he's going to buff up behind. We also have some land. I mean, I think we definitely want to lock up the land. Can probably add this elegant white dragon. I'm okay with that. Okay, so make 1 random monster in the star position gain the attack of this monster. I mean, I think we can do something like this. Get this guy buffed up a little bit. I'm still waiting on probably another Golden Beetle, I do believe, is the combination. Let's lock up this guy as well. He has a dragon. He's going to go with our deck. And let's go. Alright, looks like we should have no problems with this one. Except for our elegant white dragon does fall. Finds out, and here we go. We have an artifact now. So, Earth Blessing Totem. At the end of the shop phase, your empty slots will grant each adjacent monster +1 and +1. Interesting. Discount deed. Shop will always spawn tiles. All tiles in the shop will be discounted. Okay. So it's going to help you fill out your land faster. Mysterious Letter. After 2 turns, choose and gain 1 sacred relic. Interesting. Blood Pact. For every 1 heart lost, gain 1 gold. Interesting. I think the Mysterious Letter, kind of paying it forward a little bit, is quite nice. Otherwise, this Earth Blessing Totem would be decent early on, until we fill up our land. Let's go with the Mysterious Letter. I'm okay with that. And we can go ahead and add this Cracked Plot as well. So let's do it, and you can actually peel this apart if you like, which is kind of cool. I do like that land has different effects as well. So that's quite nice. Alright, the Purple Drake. Let's get you involved here, pal. Do you get your, Doesn't look like he gets his attack buffed up. I don't know if I'm just not understanding the terrain properties of this, the grass terrain, or what's going on exactly, but that's all right. So let's see. Who do we got? Elegant White Dragon. I think maybe we do something like this, because we want these guys to take damage, right? Let's go with something like that. Let's go. All right, so looks like a pretty even matchup here. Let's go, boys. Hang in there. Looks like we got some baby spiders. That's terrifying. All right, we're definitely taking our first L here. Yep. And since there is 2 units remaining, we do take 2 heart damage, which isn't good, but still not the end of the world. Looks like we have another artifact selection. Spider Egg. The start of the battle, all your monsters gain death rattle. Summon a baby spider. Interesting. Philosopher's Stone. When entering shop stage, all your monsters in the prep zone are randomly replaced with higher level quality monsters, inheriting their extra attributes. Interesting. Smooth Stone. Okay, so we do have a monster on the field with Taunt and, Death Rattle, so that's not going to apply. Radiant Amulets. When your monster loses Divine Shield, it permanently gains +2 attack and +2 health. We don't have any Divine Shield. I think this is decent. It is decent. Otherwise, this is interesting as well. I mean, we could do baby spiders, right? That'll help us stay alive a little bit longer. I mean, higher level quality monster, inheriting extra attributes. Let's try it out. Philosopher's Stone. And how about this? We got a few more of these Goblin Thieves. Now, the question is, do you need more of the Goblin Thief, or do you need more of this Golden Beetle? I'm kind of reading it as you need more of the Golden Beetle. I think we need 1 more of them. 2 of 3, right? Small Wetland. Monster in this field gains +2 HP. Sounds great to me. Let's do it. We have 8 gold remaining. Exploding Slime. Let's go ahead and refresh. Alright, what do we have here? A Yellow Drake. Transformation Divine Shield. So right-click while dragging to change the shape, meaning the area that it takes up. Divine Shield, immune to the first damage received in battle. I think it's a good, stalwart frontline unit. Otherwise, we do have a turtle here as well. Taunt. This monster is prioritized as target when in the front row. 8 stock HP. Pretty good, but the Yellow Drake fits our combination well, our team well. So let's go ahead and add him. Absolutely. And let's see. So I can right-click, right, to make him like this. Or we can make him elongated. So he's got... I think this is probably a good spot for him. Let's do something like this. Get our dragons buffed up by the Elegant White Dragon. Let's throw these guys right here like so. And let's see, 3 gold remains. I think we're good at getting on into a fight. Let's go. And then I'll mess around with that Philosopher's Stone. I'll show you, because there's 4 slots that you can... It's basically like... hold, right? So you can hold units there if you like. So you can rotate them in and out as you see fits. But there's also obviously other properties that affect units in those slots that we'll play around with. Looks like we draw again. No, never mind. The tiny spider beats us. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Alright, so now we have the artifact. So colorful scales armor. At the end of the shop phase, 1 monster from each dragon race monster category will gain attack and health equal to the number of dragon race monster types. Absolutely perfect for us. When you spend gold, give 1 monster in the field +2 attack, okay? These are sacred relics, so they're a little bit better. Randomly give another monster 1 HP and permanently grant +1 HP. HP becomes 1, all monsters in the shop will be discounted. Interesting. Let's go with colorful scales armor. Sounds great to me. In fact, it's quite perfect. Alright, so we have a small wetland. Monster on the field gains 2 attack. You can actually rotate the land as you like with right click. So, I mean, I think we continue to build out our land. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. So 10 gold. Could certainly re-roll. Are there any fusions? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Got a Frenzied Boar. Mimic Chest. Let's go ahead and re-roll again. Looking for more land. Absolutely. Let's add that in there. Goblin Berserker. The sprite works really good in this game. Tiny Fruits. Well, let's see. I think we can probably re-roll again. Otherwise, we can mess around with the Philosopher's Stone. Because we have these 4 slots down here. And basically, it's going to change the form. and give you a higher level quality monster. So this guy is a rare. So it'll go to legendary, I want to say, or maybe epic. Right? So maybe we do that. Let's try it. Let's throw you down there and see what the Philosopher's Stone does. Now for this, we do have +2 attack. I mean, I feel like we have to use these land masses better. So let's go ahead and just shift the line down. Absolutely. Alright, so +2 attack for you there. Guess the Goblin Thief, it's your lucky day, pal. Let's go with something like that. Let's rock. Alright, so we get a nice buff from that. Colorful Scales armor, and it looks like we have a fellow dragon. What is this guy? Impatient Chrome. If you win the last battle, excuse me, gain twice your score of attack and health. Interesting. Definitely a unit I want to add, but yeah, we just crushed through the opposition. And what do we have here? An Ender Dragon. Okay, so a reference to Minecraft. Rebirth. This monster retains base attack and 1 HP to revive after death. It's an epic unit, and it looks like our Berserker morphed into a black slime, which is also epic. If you lost the battle in the last round, you will gain an additional 4 gold when selling this monster. I think the Ender Dragon is a no-brainer, and it looks like it actually has a fusion as well. Okay, so this is super cool. Well, let's add you and let's see. So Yellow Drake. Dragon of Light and Darkness. So it looks like these two combined, Ender Dragon and Yellow Drake, to create the Dragon of Light and Darkness. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. This will be super interesting. We also have the Baby Dragon as well. Dragon race monsters at the star's position gain +2 attack, +1 HP, and Divine Shield. The answer is yes on that. In fact, why don't we do something like this? Let's get the Baby Dragon in here to buff up the Dull Dragon. Give him that Divine Shield to just shake off the damage that incomes. And then I think we're pretty good with this. I'm really curious to see what these two merge to make. So let's go. We're all out of cash for the most part. So let's go. Alright, some more dragons. He's got a Sky Feather Dragon. Makes other dragon race monsters on the field gain health equal to their size, of which his size is 2. I mean, we're pretty sturdy. We're hanging in there pretty good, actually. Alright, excellent. Demon's Blood. We have this one again. World Tree Leaf. If your field does not have a matching monster, all monster gain body size times 5 attack and HP. Okay, so if we have variety. Do we have variety? No, we have 2 of those dull dragons. Immortal Guardian. Start of the battle, the monster with the highest attack gains Death Rattle. Summon its perfect replica. Interesting. Thorn Rose. Immortal Guardian sounds great. And how about this? What do we have? Look at this. 2530. Creature. Dragon of Light and Darkness. Divine Shield Rebirth. This monster's attack value doubles when it attacks. It's a legendary monster. Absolutely tremendous. Let's put him right on the helm. He's got the Divine Shield, which is great. Love to see that. Looks like we have the Goblin Merchant. Gain 1 gold for each Goblin race monster purchased. Interesting. I mean, would be very, very good for a Goblin deck, would it not? Certainly would. Looks like he's available in the shop right here as well. We also have the... What is this guy? The Cube Slime. Place a random tile in your reserve zone when it enters combat. Another way to help fill out your field, I suppose. But he's legendary. I do believe that Mythic is the final tier, so we'll leave the Merchant there and see what we get with the Philosopher's Stone. Let's go ahead and add some more land. Sounds great to me. We have 8 gold remaining, so let's re-roll this. Alright, we have another Yellow Drake. We also have a Brown Drake. Roar grants allied dragon race monsters in the same row attack equal to its size times 1. So its size is 2, of course. We can't afford them both. I mean, this guy has the Divine Shield, which I really do like. So let's lock you up. Let's bring you aboard. Welcome aboard. And let's have the Baby Dragon buff up this guy. Oh, gives him Divine Shield. Okay. Well, he's already got it, so that would be a little redundant. This guy's getting really strong. 21 attack, 17 HP. You love to see that. Now let's go. Still looking for another gold beetle to make this transformation, but we're all in on dragons here, and wow, these guys have some big teddy bears. Cloth bear. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so whenever a beast dies, these rats are getting stronger. See if we can hang in there. 64 attack 4R. Light and darkness dragon. Hang in there, boys. Let's go. Man, I just wonder what kind of different combinations. 128 attack. Wow. What a beast. Like literal beast is that dragon. Looks like we have the sky feather dragon. Okay. It's an epic. What is this? Forest spirit. Race nature. Trigger the growth effects of up to 4 monsters in that area. Okay. Well, do we have any monsters with growth effects? That's the question. Golden beetle. I mean, we can charge up some gold. I mean, it's a free monster. Got plenty of cash. We can add the sky feather and the brown drake. Let's definitely get this small wasteland. Let's throw it up there. Sky feather dragon makes other dragon race monsters on the field gain HP equal to their size when it enters fight. In the same row. Okay, so the same row. Is that left to right or north to south? You know what I mean? I think this is a pretty good row. So let's do that. Sky feather dragon up top, maybe. What is his effect again? Okay, so when he makes his entrance. How about that? Tremendous. And then for the growth effect, I think we can swap these two. Throw you right here. Ah, never mind. It's 4 tiles large. So I'm going to have to shape shift this just a little bit. But we got it. We're going to be getting gold now, which is phenomenal. Definitely what you want to see. Alright, still looking for that gold beetle. That's okay. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Maybe we can lock something up. Goblin Overseer. We have the Horror Mummy. Yellow Drake again. I mean, it's a really good card with that Divine Shield. Or card. It's a really good monster with that Divine Shield. So let's lock him up. Doesn't look like we have a ton of room for him. In fact, I can just pull out this Goblin Thief. I mean, why wouldn't I? And let's see. How do I manage this? I kind of want these guys more forward. Maybe we can do this. Looks good. Let's go. Alright, nice. That Dragon Roar buffs everybody in the bottom row up. And we're looking mighty. Looks like they have a random collection of units here, including mushrooms, ghosts. We got the spirit kitty cat, spiders, slimes. Giant green slime. You gotta wonder if slimes evolve. I would assume they do. But we're looking good here. Looking real mighty. Real strong. Looks like this guy's just snowballing. Whenever a monster dies, gain +1 attack, +2 HP permanently. Wow. It's actually a really good monster. Of course, he comes back to life because they have the Immortal Guardian as well. But still, no match for us. Just cruising. Alright, Grass Field. Summon effects of monster on this field grant +3 attack. Summon effects. Alright, we're definitely going to have to understand that a little bit better. Alright, so this guy is going to keep changing form. Oh no, never mind. That was the Goblin Thief. Okay. Right. Forgot about the Philosopher's Stone. So it is an option for us to purchase monsters that don't necessarily synergize, but are rare to change their form. I think I probably should do it with the black slime here. I mean, it's just 2 gold, right? And it's epic. So let's go ahead and do that and re-roll. Another baby dragon. I mean, the answer is yes. The answer is absolutely yes. Snow hair. I've got 3 gold left. I think I'm good with that. So let's go. Whoa, who do we have here? A Millennium Dragon. Wow, look at this thing. 5581. What a beast. What is this? I.O. Boom, boom, bomb. I mean, it looks like we're just taking care of business here, though. Our dragon still has his rebirth ability. I mean, absolutely. We're just crushing. Tremendous. Our dragons can't be stopped, at least so far. Another baby dragon. Got 2 of them, actually. Wow. Stone Field. At the start of battle, make the monster on this field gain plus 5 HP and taunt. Interesting. I mean, I kind of like the combo of the Dragon of Light and Darkness taunting, but maybe that's not the best. Maybe if we just kind of bury him where he's been, he can do all that damage, right? Don't necessarily want him taking the brunt of the damage. But I feel like we also need this tile in the front row, if you know what I mean. So let's bump that back. Let's get that up right there. Do something like this, I suppose. Exploding Slime, we also have the Judge Anubis. Your monster's death rattle effect triggers 1 additional time. It's a legendary. Do we have a death rattle? I mean, who's rocking some death rattle? Taunt death rattle. Make 1 random monster in the star position. Okay. So that's when it dies. I mean, if we can maybe get some more land, we can work with it. But let's get these baby dragons, because the more dragons we have, the better, of course. So let's go ahead and refresh. And let's see. Hey, how about this? The golden beetle. I mean, we got it, but there's no goblin merchant anymore. Got another red drake. Looks like the red drake merges with the red drake. Interesting. Of course, we're going to have to be careful with the philosopher's stone, right? Because it's going to make things change form. And I could sell him for 3 gold. I don't hate the idea of adding him to the team, but we're kind of tapped out on space here, are we not? I mean, Forest Spirit, it's mythical, it's large, and it's just kind of taking up space. So do I maybe consider moving off of this? I can sell it for 3. I'm okay with that. Let's sell it. Let's go with the red drake. Sparkling dragon. Okay, cool. So they're going to merge. Tremendous. So let's see. Purple drake. Let's actually get you guys in the same row here. Start buffing up. Change form. Purple drake, you're good there. Do we like this golden beetle? I mean, it's going to give us free cash. So the answer is yes. Let's go. Alright, nice. Getting all kinds of buffed up. Now let's go. Looks like we have a goblin deck. What is this guy? A raging berserker. Alright, let's go, boys. In fact, I think we can crank up the battle speed just a little bit. I think you guys get the idea of what's going on. And we're just taking names here. Can't be stopped. Alright, who's this? A Treasure Guardian Dragon. Whenever an entrance effect triggers, make dragon race monsters on the field gain +1/+1. It's a mythical dragon. Graveyard. Undead race monsters on this field gain +4 attack. When a non-undead race monster on this field dies, summon a skeleton. It's a legendary piece of land. The answer is yes. Alright, nice. We also have the Sparkling Dragon. Battlecry. Deal 2 times the number of your dragon race monsters. Okay. So it's that effect times 2, essentially, and what do you know? We get the Forest Spirit again. I wonder if these will keep changing forms. That's my question. We'll play around with that. What is this? Strange Egg. When selling this monster, choose a monster of common quality to place in an empty slot in the prep zone. So growth, upgrade this effect. Interesting. So when you sell the monster, you get a free common quality monster, and then the growth effect will be upgraded to an uncommon next turn. And then an epic, right? So it's a way to farm a mythical unit, if you like. I do like that this game gives you all kinds of options to get, you know, mythical units and the like. That's great. Let's do the Treasure Guardian Dragon right here. I think it's a good spot for him. And the Sparkling Dragon. I think we can throw you right here, pal. Got another baby dragon. So these are not being utilized properly. So let's see, maybe I can do something with the baby dragons. Because they're each going to buff up this guy, right? The purple drake. Let's see. Let's put you back here. Treasure guardian dragon right there is fine with me. How about this? Let's see, where can I find some space? Something like this, maybe? I'm okay with that. Let's get Mr. Treasure Guardian Dragon all buffed up. Let's go. Man, this brown drake is just so key. It's just making everybody stronger as time goes on. And it looks like we're just going to mow through this as well. Now, it remains to be seen if we are actually fighting, you know, teams assembled by other players, or if it's just, you know, in the early form of the game, it's just kind of is what it is right now. That remains to be seen, but, you know, when I was just kind of screwing around with this game, I did see some and come across some more like rather well synergized teams, so I do think you probably get a combination of each. And what is this? The IO, so it merges with all kinds of things, including this guy, the elegant white dragon, really. It's a legendary. What was this guy? Green Drake. Make the dragon race's monster at the star position gain attack and HP equal to its size times 1. So it has a size of 2. It's going to cost us 9 to buy them both. I mean, this guy merges with our elegant white dragon. So I think the answer is yes. In fact, what are you going to merge into? Blue Eyes White Dragon. So they're going like Yu-Gi-Oh style on this. I like it. So maybe you got to get 3 of these. It appears like this thing is just a catalyst to evolve units, is what it appears. So obviously a good thing to have on hand. And it does look like they continue to change forms with the Philosopher's Stone. Could also sell them for some cold hard cash as well. I mean, the IO, we want to add it to the team. I've got 12 coins. Let's go ahead and let's lock you up and let's re-roll. See if we can get some land. How about this? Another IO. We also got the Goblin Thief. Okay, so I think we can actually make some moves here. Alright, Elegant White Dragon. I mean, this IO is... It's too useful. Alright, Goblin Thief. I mean... Do I try to... I think we definitely need the IO. So can we actually... Can I get the Blue Eyes White Dragon? Let's sell the Ghost Priest. I need a little bit of space to work with. But can we actually get the Blue Eyes White Dragon if we do this? You bet we can. The answer is absolutely yes. Alright, fantastic. So, Green Drake, do we like ya? I mean, I do like you, but... Let's re-roll. Look for some more land. Another Goblin Thief. I mean, has this ship sailed? Kind of feels like the ship has sailed. That we just don't even need to invest. I think I'm good with this. Really curious to see what happens and what the Blue Eyes White Dragon looks like. Of course, as made famous by Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go! And then is there a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as well? Maybe. Okay, so it looks like we have a lot of goblins on the field. Including Scary Jack-O-Lantern, Mr. Pumpkin. This guy has 205 HP, 134. Wow. Managed to take him out though, thankfully. Interesting. I don't fully understand the targeting in this. I still don't fully understand it. But we're just mopping through the game, regardless. And here we go. Blue Eyes, White Dragon. You bet. So let's see. Makes one random monster at the star location give the attack of that monster triggering 3 times. Wow. I mean, absolutely. You can just slot you right back in here. Buff up these guys. In fact, I think I like this. Put you right there, little baby dragon. Alright, we have another ender dragon. We also have one of these stone fields. So definitely going to keep adding land. I think the ender dragon is great. We can merge them with one of these yellow drakes again. Get another one of these dragon of light and darkness. In fact, I like how the game borrows, you know, other monsters from other games. Rat King. Of no use to me. Let's go ahead and re-roll this. Lock you up, lock you up. Let's go. Look for land. Roll for land. We got another brown drake. Super useful. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Graveyard. We'll take it. What is this guy? Forest Direwolf. Legendary. Alright, so Ender Dragon. Let's do it. See, it looks like you're a little less powerful. So let's get that merge going. Absolutely. What else do we have? We've got another brown drake. I mean, I think the brown drake on this lane at the bottom here is great. I mean, otherwise, can maybe throw it right here. Switch these two around, right? Buff up this line of dragons. I think it's going to work. Got the golden beetle. I mean, the ship might have sailed on the golden beetle. So let's sell them. I'm okay with that, and we have 5 gold left. I could re-roll. Suppose we need some more land. How about these? We've got some more of these IOs. Okay, looks like it's going to merge with the Ender Dragon. We already know what combination that makes. Can't merge with anything else. Got another brown drake as well. I think it's a really good fit for our team. So let's do it. We're going to have a merge happen anyways. Free up some space. But let's go. Alright, get all buffed up, boys. Okay, so what are we seeing on the field? This guy's very strong. Wow. 304 attack, 428 HP, and only getting stronger. Absolutely terrifying. Seems like he's got just a random collection of units as well. Okay. We actually might have met our match here, my friends. Let's see. Let's go, boys. Yeah, that's a big hit. That is a big, big hit, man. Alright, keep hitting him. Let's go. Got to get on this guy. Ender Dragon. I think you got to take him out. Yeah, what do you know? We get a skelly. Alright, so Ender Dragon has been nerfed greatly. And yeah, this might not go well. We'll see. Can this guy take all of this abuse? He cannot. Very nice. Super strong dragon deck, and you love to see it. Alright, so we have some land. Looks like this land assortment is just a little too large, but I think we can do this. Absolutely. Add that in. We've got the IOs. We've got the brown drake again. We've got another dragon of light and darkness. So he should be getting buffed up. Let's do something like this. Whoops. Let's move you down. Let's move you up on the helm. Let's have you buff up this lane. You're going to buff up this lane, as you're so good at. And then it's kind of like, I mean, green drake, maybe. I've definitely got some space. How about this? We got another one of these treasure guardian dragons just by the philosopher's stone. I mean, we'll add you in. And as far as the brown drake goes, I mean, you definitely want to get them in here if we can. Now, I love the idea of having the brown drake in the back row. Right, just anchoring it, spreading that buff. I think the IO, it doesn't look like we can really merge anything. So we can move off of these guys. So let's re-roll, look for some land. I need a 2 space. Golden beetle again. Alright, here's a 1 space. Another brown drake. We'll make the purchase. Can we get some land? What do you say, game? Looks like we're all out of cash. for the most part. A 2 space. Now let's see, can I sell this stone field? For 1 akin. And then we can sell this gold beetle. We can purchase this and fill up our field. Absolutely excellent. Alright, brown drake. Get involved. I think this lane can just double up the brown drake. Why not? These guys have been money. This bottom row has just been money, man. Let's go. 1 space remaining. We got a full team. They're all dragons, and they're all getting super, super strong. We got some cool fusions. We got the nice relic that buffs up dragons. Got a lot of HP on the field as well. And it looks like we have an entire field full of undead. We'll see how this goes. They certainly have the numbers, but do they have the DPS? We're going to find out. Looks like they have spellcasters just casting spells, doing damage. We got these familiar abominations in the back just getting beastly strong, man. Okay, so I see what's going on. He's got this Anubis guy. Yeah, these guys are going to get very, very strong by the time we finally get to the back line. I'm a little concerned about our ability to handle this because he's got the spiders in effect as well. Definitely going to whittle us down over time, it does appear. So let's go, boys. Come on, let's keep going. Our boss dragon is still hanging out. I'm still hanging in there. Let's go. Man, we just barely managed to get through the first couple of rows. Definitely tough stuff, man. Like, this is most likely a player-created team. You know what I mean? 534 life on these guys. I mean, it's a really good team comp. Really smart idea to put those guys in the back and just fill the field up with a bunch of units that are just cannon fodder to buff up the abominations. Like, really smart idea. You gotta give it to them. Let's see if we can win, though. Alright, big hit there on the abomination. And the guy does hit hard, certainly. Our dragon is super powered at 432 attack, though. Let's see, can we do it? Can we get it done? Let's go, dragon. 432, he should take him out, and he does. And then respawns in face. It looks like we get a victory. How about that? Absolutely tremendous. That was a really fun little dragon deck to put together, and it looks like 16 rounds is the threshold for victory or defeat. We did lose once early on, but pretty much mopped the floor with our super powered dragon team. And yeah, I really enjoyed myself. This has been Monster Battles, right? Definitely a fun little game. I think it's got a lot to like about it. I think the fusions are certainly interesting. I like the variety of units. I like the different classifications of units. I like that land is classified differently as well, and you sort of, you manage the land that you're purchasing as well as the creatures that you're purchasing. I think there's all kinds of strategies to kind of play around with here as well. You saw one in the dragons. I think the dragons get, powered up the more dragons that you have, of course. But there's all kinds of other races like undead, beast. There's orcs, or goblins, I should say. Definitely fun stuff. I really enjoyed my time with this. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised upon firing this one up and just playing around with it, seeing what it's all about. I think it's a really fun little auto-battler, backpack management type game. And it does a lot well. So if you enjoyed yourself here today, my friend, smash the like button, of course. Would greatly appreciate that. Help support the channel by doing so. Subscribe as well if you are new here. We're coming out with regular fun content on the regular, of course. And if you want to be a part of that, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about the game and about the content on the channel. We'd love to hear from you. So thanks so much, my friends. I'm going to get on out of here. Once again, this has been Monster Battles. If you want to get a copy of the game for yourself, there is a free demo link in the video description below. Thanks so much for spending some time here today, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.